No, this is not clickbait. This actually happened like 4 years ago. So it's a normal day and I have a pretty strict routine. I wake up, act silly, then go to sleep. And then repeat for the rest of my life. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I would try and audition for at least one project. It didn't really matter what role or what project, but at the end of the day, I had to find something and audition for it. Bonus points if it was actually something I was excited about. If you're wondering why I did this, it was so I can not only get roles and fulfill my quota of being a voice actor, but it was also to try and just get myself out there and make connections and hopefully make some friends along the way. You meet a lot of different kind of people when you do this kind of stuff, and it's always cool to see what kind of friends you can make or what kind of people you end up talking to. So with my tummy empty and a not healthy caffeine addiction, I looked around and I couldn't find anything, I'll be honest. All the projects that I was interested in were either too crowded or they were paid projects that required a lot of skill, and sadly I don't have any. That's kind of a rule I used to go by a lot. If the project was paid, then I'd bail immediately because I definitely wasn't good enough and I didn't want to waste anyone's time by having them listen to my horrible audition. Alright, this is my audition for Best Boy Character. Here I go. But I also didn't audition for the projects that had a lot of attention. If it had more than like 60 people auditioning for it, then yeah, it's pretty much over for me. Cause like competition kind of scares me a little bit, and I know I'm not good enough. I know, it's a skill issue. So I was pretty much ready to give up at that point because I couldn't find anything I really clicked with, and that would mean I would have to voice for the Gotcha Five Nights at Freddy's projects. Oh my gosh, no! But then I remembered I can list everything by most recent, and thankfully I ended up finding a fun Minecraft roleplay that I actually liked. Thank God. I sadly couldn't find the old project page when I tried digging around, but basically the plot of it was that this character moves back to their hometown and meets their super hot childhood best friend, that's me by the way, and then they go to school together and yeah, funny stuff happens. I honestly love that whole cliche, it's probably one of my favorites. I don't wanna go back home. Oh my god, who are you? I'm your childhood best friend from when we were like 5 years old. I know I look a bit different, but
gosh, she's so hot now.
Is a multi-state. I auditioned for pretty much every character that I could because honestly, I just wanted to be a part of the project. Because from what I had read, I really liked the story, so I really went for it. And I kid you not, like an hour later, I ended up getting cast for the main character. The project manager quickly sent me a message saying how amazing I sounded and that I did every character so well that they had a hard time picking a role for me. And ultimately, they ended up settling on letting me voice the main guy. The main guy obviously being the childhood best friend. Let's fucking go. I was so shocked and happy. Like, it's not every day that I get complimented. I know I'm depressing. But also, it's just always a great feeling when you nail a character. When the project manager told me all these things, I truly felt like I was finally getting better as a voice actor and actually getting somewhere, which is something I always used to struggle with. So yeah, thank you for helping me with my insecurities. But of course, it's not just about that. You know, I also really like the story and it was great to be able to help out and like actually like be a part of this. You honestly have no idea how ready I was to show off what I can do, and then they banned me from the Discord server. And yes, it did happen that quickly. So after talking with them for a bit, they sent me the Discord server and they told me that they were excited to work with me. Were you now? About a day later, pretty much all the characters ended up getting cast, and before I knew it, the Discord server was filled with people. It went from just me and the director to like 25 people. I was really shocked at how it happened so quick. And there were a lot of characters to fill out, but surprisingly we got pretty much every character that we needed. Minus some extras here and there, but it's fine, they're extras. I remember just seeing everyone flood in and the chat basically just being like, oh hey, it's a new person, what's up? Oh, there's another one, and another one. And another, oh my god, no. It was honestly a fun time. Everyone had hopped into VC and we all started talking about other projects we've been in and all the crazy characters we voiced. I met this one person who voiced a talking pumpkin in a Roblox roleplay. Honestly, I wish I could be just like them. That's peak right there. But all of a sudden, while I was talking with everyone, I suddenly just got kicked out of the call. I thought my Discord had crashed or something, so I tried rejoining the call, but right before my eyes, the server had just disappeared. It was basically just Thanos snapped. I don't feel so good, Mr. Write It Out. I tried reloading my Discord to see if something went wrong on my end, but it all loaded up normally. I thought maybe I got hacked, so I logged out and logged back in on my phone, but the server was just nowhere to be seen. I tried everything, but somehow it was just gone. And I'm not a part of that many servers, so it was easy to tell that it was missing. I then tried contacting the manager to see what happened, but I didn't get a response. So naturally, after like an hour, I tried messaging them on like a casting call site, and that's when they randomly called me on Discord. And you wanna know what the first thing they said to me was? The manager specifically told me, "Why are you spamming me? Leave me alone." I'm not even joking. I tried explaining what happened and how everything just disappeared and I was randomly kicked from the call in the server, and they immediately told me, yeah, that was no mistake. I couldn't help but just be like, I don't know, I did the blinking mirror in real life, I guess. I asked them to explain everything and yeah, they gladly did. They were excited actually. They were like an evil villain telling the hero their whole plan. They were a bit too malicious. The manager told me that basically my microphone quality and my skill was a bit too high and I would outshine all the other performers. So they thought that getting rid of me as soon as possible was the best thing to do. And I couldn't help but just laugh because that's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. At least that's what I thought. Yeah, I'll be honest, in the moment I was so butthurt. Understandably so, like who does this? You have to understand, like the manager was so nice to me and so grateful to have me be a part of the project, and then they just threw me away like expired milk. Like who does that? They could have at least told me in a nicer way or explained things beforehand, but no. They just straight up kicked me from the server without warning, and then when I tried getting answers as to what happened, like any normal human being would, I was the weird one for blowing up their phone and making a fuss over it. It was honestly so whack. Oh wow, look! Graph! You should totally watch all my other videos and subscribe. I promise, they're great. Please? I tried reasoning with this person by saying like, hey, if it's that big of a deal, then shouldn't they just cast better voice actors? I mean, wouldn't you prefer to have the best voices for these characters so they could do the best job possible? And I mean, clearly they told me I was talented, so shouldn't they at least keep me around since I can do this character well? And you wanna know what happened? They started yelling at me because, as they put it, I was on my high horse telling them what to do and that it was their project and they picked what they had and wanted to work with what they had and all this other stuff. I then continued to be dumb and challenged their thought process by saying, if they really wanted to work with what they had, then why did you kick me from the project? Because yeah, that's so backwards. And yeah, that definitely wasn't the best thing to say, especially in that moment. I mean, yeah, what I said was true, but I should have just stopped arguing with this person and just let it go, because it's not worth it. I shouldn't have challenged their way of thinking, because at the end of the day, it's, as they put it, it's not my project, and it's not my story. After realizing this, I tried apologizing for my attitude. I know, crazy. Clearly, I was the one getting out of hand. I said if they just gave it a bit longer, then they can easily get more experienced people if they, you know, didn't cast the first person that auditioned for every character. And yes, that's why everyone just started flooding in, by the way. It was because the project manager just saw that someone auditioned for the character and immediately just cast them. And yeah, their response to me was just to tell me to shut up and that they weren't going to get rid of everyone else just because I was there. And you know what? That's fair. That was kind of dumb of me just to be like, yeah, kick everyone else out and wait for the better people to show up. Yeah, that wasn't right. It sucked, but yeah, clearly I didn't matter to this person at all and I was just wasting my time. So after a bit, they ended up just blocking me for being problematic. Crazy, I know. And yeah, I was just absolutely crushed. I still couldn't fathom how sweet this person was to me when we first met, only for literally the next day for them to act like I killed their pony and sold their best friend to work off in the mines. It took me a while to realize this, but yeah, honestly I was definitely overqualified and I needed to stop auditioning for these types of projects. Or at least, as they put it, get off my high horse. In a way, they were kind of right. I was trying to get the easy roles instead of actually challenging myself, and even if they didn't care about the quality of the voice actors or how good they were, I shouldn't have tried to stay and argue with them, because yeah, I'd be taking that spot from someone else who could have auditioned for their first project. Or, I don't know, Kopio. And even though it does suck, and yeah, I shouldn't be defending this person, especially when they were so mean to me, at the end of the day, it's the manager's project and they can do whatever they want, and I shouldn't fight that. I'm a voice actor. I can be replaced. That's just the sad reality of it. And if they want to kick someone out because they sound better than everyone else, then that's totally justified. It's not really the right thing to do, but I can at least understand that. Not only that, but if it really is that one person is outperforming literally everyone else, then that can cause a lot of problems and really show the disconnect and the difference in skill level between everyone. And who knows how that will make all the other voice actors feel, or how the audience will feel about the difference in tone and all the other like skills that's being portrayed. Like for example, if there's a sad scene going on and there's one person giving it their all, but then the other character gives the most flat response ever with no emotion, it might just ruin the whole scene and just make everything feel so weird. It's never a good thing to have only one person carry a scene, especially when that scene is supposed to be so impactful. I know it doesn't seem like it, but there really is a lot that goes into this. Sometimes it's not as easy as just picking someone to just voice a character. There really is a lot that goes into how they deliver lines and how they're going to sound with everyone else. That's a major thing too. If everyone sounds so different, then it's going to be really hard as an audience member just to sit down and just listen to everything, just to watch everything. I mean, think about it. Would you want to listen to someone with a potato mic?
Hey guys, so my name is Brian now, and this is my first video, and today we might crack.
I'm not going to say what they did was right or wrong, and I'm also not here to defend their actions, and also it's not clear if they ever did care or not care about the voice actors themselves, since they, you know, so easily picked the first people to show up and then just kicked me out. What I am here to do though is to tell you all a story and be like, yeah, that was whack. So please don't try and find this person, and please don't harass anyone. Things happen and it's not the end of the world. And please tell me in the comments below if you have any stories that's similar to mine. I'd love to read them. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Keep writing everyone, and I hope you continue to chase your dreams. Goodbye!